Okay, I have discussed. Hello, I am audible to
Yes,
everyone.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. The last class, I had discussed the basic of sensor, that means working principle, and reason due to error produced in the error occurs in the sensors, and some basics that means classifications of error, classification of sensors based on, that means they are divided into active pressure, active sensor, passive sensor. Okay, and based on their application they are classified in different type of, and their region, different type of factor they produce error, that means the sensor suffer from the deviation, that means sensitivity error, hysteresis error, offset error, nonlinearity, quantization error, aliasing error, noise, drift. Okay, so and classification of error, that means active and passive sensor, analog and digital sensor. Okay, and based on the primary input, that means they are classified based on the primary input quantity, and based on the transaction principle, material and technology, property and application. Okay, so now based on the application of sensor, they are classified in the based on the application, that means they are light sensor. In light sensor you use IR sensor or IR LED, photo diode, that means IR receiver, light dependent resistor, then temperature sensor, they measure temperature, that means thermistor and thermocouple, measure based on the measurement of pressure or force or weight sensor. So different type of the strain gas, load cells, and biosensor, chemical sensor, position sensor they use for the measurement of position, like a potentiometer and encoder. Okay, next is a Hall sensor, they detect the magnetic field, flux sensor, sensor, they that means sound sensor, they detect there is any sound or not, microphones, ultrasonic sensor, touch sensor, PIR sensor, lead sensor, accelerometer, gas sensor. So those are the different type of sensor based on their application. Now, so definition of transducer. So what is the difference between sensor and transducer? What is the basic difference between sensor and transducer? Hello? Hello?
Hello, sir.
What is the difference between the sensor and transducer?
Sir, input method.
Both a sensor and transducer are used to sense a change within the environment. Okay, they are attached to, but the sensor will give an output in the same format, and transducer it will convert into the electrical signal. That means in the sensor they sense and given their output in the same format, but in the transducer they convert into the equivalent electrical signal. That means the definition of transducer is a transducer is a device that convert energy from one form to another. Usually a transducer convert a signal into one form of energy to another form of energy. Okay, so the basic definition is that both used for the sense or sense a change in the parameter, but transducer convert a change in the parameter into equivalent electrical signal. So what are the requirement of good transducer? So they must be smaller in size and weight. they must be a highly sensitive. That means they must have a highly sensitive. That means they able to change even a very small change in the input, and ability to withstand the environmental condition, and must have their low cost. Okay, so classification of transducer. So again, the transducer is classified into based on the different parameter. That means the first, active and passive transducer. Second one is based on the transaction principle and based on the output data. That means analog and digital transducer, and primary and secondary transducer, and the forward transducer or a reverse inverse transducer. So again, the active and passive transducer means, what do you mean by active transducer? What do you mean by active transducer? Active, what do you mean by active sensor? Active sensor, that means they produce their output without external supply. And in the passive sensor, the same way, active transducer, they convert a signal, that means without the help of any external source, but in the passive. Okay, so now active pressure, that means the photovoltaic cells, thermoelectric, then piezoelectric material, electromagnetic transducer. You know, photovoltaic cells, that means they use, when they use in the solar plate, it directly convert a solar energy into electrical energy. Again, in the thermoelectric transducer, they directly convert change in the temperature into equivalent electrical voltage. And piezoelectric transducer, that means they directly convert pressure into equivalent electrical signal. Okay, so that means active transducer, they directly convert electrical, that means input parameter to equivalent output voltage without any external source. Okay, now that means the passive transducer, that means passive transducer, based on their application, they have divided into three types: variable resistance, opto electronics, variable reactance. That means in the variable resistance type, that means used for a photoconductor, strain gauge, thermistor. In the opto electronics, that means they use optical signal, so like a photo emissive, photo junction. And in the variable reactance means inductive type, capacitive type, or in the inductive type, that means the variable reluctance type, variable permeability type, LVDT, ED current, based on the ED current principle. And the capacitive type, that means the based on their change in the variable area, change in their separation, that means the distance between the two parallel plates, and the based on the permeability of the capacitance. So those are the passive transducer, that means they convert change in the parameter with the help of external source. Okay, so first one is the resistive transducer. So that means resistive transducer name indicates, that means they measure the change in the resistance, and they convert it into equivalent electrical output voltage or current. That means change in the resistance, that means you know the formula of resistance is equal to rho into L by A. Rho is the resistivity of material, L is the length of the conductor, and A is the area of conductor. So you can say a resistive transducer can use for the measurement of length, or change in the length, or change in the area. So resistive transducer are most commonly used type of transducer for the variable resistance transducer. That means their resistance is vary by varying their either their length or by varying their area. So it is otherwise called resistive sensor. It measures temperature, pressure, displacement, force, vibration, etc. So resistive type of transducer used for the measurement of temperature. That means you know even the resistance is dependent on the temperature. So that means R is equal to R naught plus R naught into 1 plus alpha into T minus T naught. So where T is the temperature, that indicates the temperature. If the temperature changes, the resistance value will be changes. Okay, so now resistive sensor work on the principle that the conductor length is directly proportional to resistance of the conductor and is inversely related to the area of the conductor. That means L indicate the conductor length, A indicate the area of conductor, and R is the resistance of conductor, and rho is the resistivity of the conductor. It is constant for a material used for the construction material. Okay. So next, in the resistive transducer, resistance of a transducer varies due to external environmental factor or physical property of the conductor. That means sometimes resistance of any material change due to change in the temperature. So AC and DC device can use to measure the resistance change. So you can any source of excitation can use. You can use AC or DC. There is no problem. This transaction act as a primary and secondary transducer. As a primary transducer is convert physical quantity into mechanical signal, and in the secondary transducer is often mechanical signal into electrical signal. Hello. Hello, I am audible to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next, in the resistive transducer, their application first resistive strain gauge. So strain gauge, the change in the value of resistance of metal semiconductor due to elongation of or compression is known as the measurement of torque, displacement, or force. That means resistance strain gauge based on the principle of resistive transducer. That means they able to measure the change in the torque or displacement or force, because due to change in the torque or displacement or force applied on the metal on the surface of the resistance, they change the value of either change in the length or either change in the area. That indicates change in the resistance, and that they correspond to change in the torque or displacement or force. Next one is the resistive type of thermometer. That means a change in the resistance of metal wire due to change in the temperature, known as measurement of temperature. That means using resistive transducer, you can even change. You can measure the change in the temperature. That means if the temperature changes, they change their resistance, and corresponding change in that means they correspondingly change their output signal. Now, third one is the application of resistive transducer. That means resistance hygrometer. Okay, the change in the resistance of conductive strip due to change in the moisture content is known as change of their corresponding humidity. So even change in the humidity can also be measured using the resistive type of transducer. Okay, fourth one is the hot wire meter. That means the change in the resistance of heating element due to convection pulling of flow of gas is gas by its corresponding gas flow or pressure. So that means in the hot wire meter, change in the resistance by the heating element. So if the heating element change their temperature, so there's change in the resistance, and they indicate they change their output. Okay. Next is a photoconductive type of cell. In the photoconductive type of cell, the change in resistance of cell due to corresponding change in light flux is known by its corresponding light intensity. Okay, so next one is thermistor. thermistor, the working principle of thermistor is that the change in the resistance of semiconductor is known by its corresponding measure of temperature. That means again the change in the temperature change their resistance of the conductor, and they can be used for the measurement of temperature. Next one is a potentiotype of potentiometer type. The change in the resistance due to the movement of slider as a path of the external force applied is known as their corresponding pressure or displacement. That means potentiotype of resistive transducer used for the measurement of change in their displacement. That means there is one wire or cable. If you want to measure the displacement, so wire move, and that means if the wire move in direction of the displacement, so there is a change in the length of the conductor. They indicates change in the resistance, because resistance is equal to rho into L by A, where L is the length of the conductor. So in this way, using potentiotype of meter, you can measure the displacement or pressure of any device. Okay. Now, next type is capacitive type of transducer. So you know that capacitance is equal to epsilon A by D, where epsilon is a, what is epsilon? Hello, what is epsilon?
Sir, permittivity.
Permeability of the dielectric. A is the area of plate and D is the distance between the two parallel plates. So the capacitance consists of two conductors. They are electrically isolated from one another by the non-conductive type of capacitive transducer. When the two conductors are at a different potential, the system is capable of storing the electric charge, and the stored capacity of capacitance is measured in the farad. The principle of operation of capacitive transducer based upon the equation of capacitance of the parallel plate as shown in the figure, where A is the area of plate, D is the distance between two plates, and epsilon is the permeability or dielectric constant of the material used in between the plate. Okay. So I will explain you one example that is based on the capacitive transducer. So in my lab, that means in the IIST Shibpur, वहाँ पे एक प्रोजेक्ट आया था. तो उसमें क्या था कि जैसे कॉटन का वायर इंडिया से बाहर एक्सपोर्ट होता है वहां पे अदर कंट्री में जहाँ पे उसका जीन्स या कोई भी कपड़ा वपड़ा बनता है. सो इंडिया के पास जो एक्चुअली जब कॉटन बनता है तो उसमें बहुत सारा रेशा निकला हुआ रहता है, और कभी कभी कहीं कोई मोटा रहता है, कहीं पतला रहता है. सो जब उससे कपड़ा बनता है तो यूनिफॉर्म कपड़ा नहीं बनता है, तो वो लोग क्या करता है, एक बंडल और बंडल जो है यहाँ से भेजा जाता है, फिर वो लोग वहां से रिटर्न कर देता है. तो उसको चेक करने के लिए कि वो यूनिफॉर्म है कि नहीं है, सो उसका जो कॉस्ट है, उसका जो कम मतलब मशीन का जो कॉस्ट है बहुत कॉस्ट है, लगभग 40,000 50 लाख का एक मशीन आता है जो चेक करता है कि उसकी वो जो धागा यहाँ से जा रहा है वो धागा यूनिफॉर्म है या नहीं है, मतलब उसका कहीं मोटा कहीं पतला नहीं है, एक यूनिफॉर्म लेंथ का है कि नहीं. और इसमें नंबर ऑफ रेशा जो है वो तुम्हारा ज्यादा नहीं है, क्योंकि ज्यादा अगर रेशा रहेगा तो कपड़ा जो बन के तैयार होगा उसमें रेशा रहेगा तो वो बहुत जल्दी खराब हो जाएगा. सो उसको बनाने के लिए वहां पे क्या किया गया था, हम वहां पे प्रेजेंट थे कि उस धागा को एक मशीन बनाया गया, DST बेस्ड प्रोजेक्ट था, जिसमें उसको एक बहुत सारा प्रोसेस से पास कराया गया उसको चेक करने के लिए कि धागा यूनिफॉर्म है कि नहीं. सो उसको दो पैरेलल प्लेट के बीच में पास कराया गया, और उस पैरेलल प्लेट दैट मींस कैपेसिटेंस का वोल्टेज को कंप्यूटर में ड्रॉ किया गया. सो वहां पे जो धागा था एज ए डाइलेक्ट्रिक मटेरियल की तरह वहां पे काम कर रहा था। सपोज वहां पे एयर एज ए डाइलेक्ट्रिक मटेरियल था, और जब वहां से धागा पास हुआ, सो धागा जब पास हुआ तो सपोज धागा टोटल डिस्टेंस बिटवीन द प्लेट सपोज डी है, ओके, और उस टोटल डिस्टेंस बिटवीन टू प्लेट डी है, और वो अभी एयर कोर है, तो उसका जो कैपेसिटेंस का जो वैल्यू होगा वो अलग होगा, और उसके अक्रॉस जो वोल्टेज ड्रॉप होगा वो अलग आएगा हमारे पास। नाउ अगर हम वहां से धागा पास कराते हैं, तो धागा एज ए डाइलेक्ट्रिक, मतलब थ्रेड जो है वहां पे एज ए डाइलेक्ट्रिक मटेरियल की तरह काम होगा, ओके। सो सपोज टोटल डी में स्मॉल d1 जो है वो जो डाइलेक्ट्रिक का जो क्या था, धागा जो है इसे डाइलेक्ट्रिक आ गया, एंड बाकी रेस्ट ऑफ देम d माइनस d1 जो है वो एयर रह गया। सो जब हम धागा पास करा रहे हैं, तो अगर कहीं पे धागा मोटा है या कहीं पे पतला है, सो d1 दैट मीन्स द धागा के कारण, मतलब वो सूता के कारण वहां पे डाइलेक्ट्रिक चेंज होगा, क्योंकि डिस्टेंस, क्योंकि धागा कभी मोटा जा रहा है कभी पतला जा रहा है। सो अगर डाइलेक्ट्रिक चेंज होगा तो कैपेसिटेंस चेंज होगा, और कैपेसिटेंस चेंज होगा तो वहां पे जो कंप्यूटर में है वो उसका वोल्टेज का जो वैल्यू है वो चेंज हो जाएगा। समझ में आया? हेलो?
यस सर।
तो इस तरह से उसमें 4-5 प्रोसेस से उसको पास कराया गया, जिसमें वन ऑफ द प्रोसेस था कि उसको दो पैरेलल प्लेट के बीच में धागा को पास कराया जाए, तो धागा का अगर मोटा पतला रहेगा तो उसके कारण जो है उसका वोल्टेज चेंज होगा, तो वो कंप्यूटर पे इंडिकेट कर जाएगा कि हाँ यहाँ पे वोल्टेज ज्यादा है या यहाँ पे वोल्टेज कम है। इसका मतलब यहाँ पर चेंज इन द डायमीटर ऑफ द थ्रेड है, चेंज इन द डायमीटर ऑफ थ्रेड है, वो कैपेसिटिव वोल्टेज का प्रोफाइल से पता चल जाएगा। और उसके बाद फिर उसको कैमरा से पास कराया गया, इमेज प्रोसेसिंग किया गया, और इमेज प्रोसेसिंग से, डिजिटल इमेज प्रोसेसिंग से उसमें नंबर ऑफ थ्रेड को पता लगाया गया कि कितना नंबर ऑफ थ्रेड जो है वो बाहर निकला हुआ है, रेशा निकला हुआ है। तो उसको टोटल लगभग 15 से 20 लाख रुपया में उस मशीन को बनाया गया, जहाँ पे उसका 15 लाख रुपया में बन गया, जहाँ पे उसका मशीन 1 करोड़ रुपया तक में आता था। सो वन ऑफ द एप्लीकेशन ऑफ कैपेसिटिव ट्रांसड्यूसर बताएं कि that means the capacitive transducer convert change in either permeability or change in their area of the plate, or change when they detect the change in between the distance between the two plates, and their and that means capacitive transducer based on depend on the 3 factors. First, permeability, area, and distance between the plate. That means capacitive transducer convert change in the area into equivalent change in the voltage, or change in the distance between the plate into equivalent electrical voltage. Okay, so that means capacitive transducer is commonly used for the measurement of linear displacement by employing the following effect: change in the capacitance due to change in the overlapping area of plate, change in the capacitance due to change in the distance between the two plates, and change in the capacitance due to change in the dielectric between the two plates. So now, so that means the working principle of capacitive transducer depends on the change in the area of the plate, change in the distance between the two plates, and the change in the dielectric between the two plates. Okay, so now capacitive transducer, in capacitive transducer, variable capacitance, first one is a variable capacitance pressure gauge. That means the distance between two parallel plates is varied by the external applied force. So if the distance between the two plates changes due to external force, so applied exchange in the applied external force changes their directly proportional to the distance between the plate, and they inversely proportional to the capacitance of the capacitor. That means using this principle, you can measure the displacement of the between the two plates, displacement or pressure, that means applied on the pressure. You can that means the pressure is directly proportional to inversely proportional to capacitance of the capacitor. Okay, so next one is a type of capacitive transducer is a capacitance microphone. So sound pressure varies the capacitance between the two plate and movable diaphragm. So another example of capacitance microphone, that means the capacitive type of transducer is capacitor microphone. Okay, they use their speech, music, and for the detection of the noise. Third one is the dielectric gauge, that is variation in the capacitance by change in their dielectric. For example, so application is the liquid level. We have used for the measurement of liquid level or thickness of any material. Third one is a inductive type of transducer. Hello. So in inductive type of transducer, an inductive sensor is a device. They use the principle of electromagnetic induction to detect or measure any object. Okay, an indicator developed by the magnetic field when the current flowing through it alternatively, a current will flow through the circuit containing an inductor when the magnetic field changes through it. The effect can be used to detect metallic object that interact with in the magnetic field, and the inductive sensor is based on Faraday law. Number of turns, and phi is the flux change in the d phi by dt. That means they indicate the change in the flux with respect to time, and negative indicates due to Lenz's law. Okay, so using this principle, you can that means the formula of self inductance is equal to L is equal to N square by R, or for the mutual inductance is called M is equal to K into root under L1 into L2, where K is called coefficient of coupling. Okay, so inductive now inductive transducer, it is one form of inductive sensor derived a coil with an oscillator, and the metallic object approaching a coil will alter the inductance of coil, producing a change in frequency or change in the current in the coil. Those changes can be detected, amplified, compared to the threshold value, and used to switch as a external circuit. That means the coil may have a ferromagnetic core to make the magnetic field core intense and to increase the sensitivity of device. Okay, and a coil has when the coil has no ferromagnetic core, that means air core, can also be used, provide the isolator coil must cover the large area. Okay, another form of inductive sensor used as one coil to produce the changing magnetic field, and the second coil is change the change in the magnetic field produced by the object. For example, due to eddy current induced in the metal object. So there is a different use of inductive transducer. Now, first one is the inductive transducer. That means inductive in a inductive transducer. Inductance is a phenomena where a fluctuating current or AC current, which by definition has a magnetic component, induce an electromagnetic force, that means EMF, in a target object. To amplify a device inductance effect, a sensor manufactures twisted wire into a tight coil and run a current through it. Okay, so now inductive proximity sensor has four components. First, coil, oscillator, detection circuit, and fourth one is a output circuit. So what is the work function of oscillator? The oscillator generates a AC magnetic field in the shape of in the field of coil to locate the device and sensing phase. And when the metal object move in the inductive proximity, sensors field of detection. Okay, then the ED circuit build up in the magnetic object, magnetically push back and finally reduce the inductive sense of own oscillation field. Okay, and detection sensors detection circuit monitor the oscillator's strength and trigger the output from the output circuitry when the oscillator becomes reduced in the significant level. Now in the inductive transducer, magnetic first one is a magnetic circuit transducer. That means the self inductance or mutual inductance of a AC excited coil is varied by change in their magnetic application. It is used in the measurement of displacement or for the use of measurement of pressure. Now, second one is reluctance pickup type. So in the reluctance pickup type, that means reluctance of magnetic circuit is varied by changing the position of the iron core of the coil. For example, in its application in the measurement of pressure, displacement, variation, and the position. Now, differential transformer. That means the differential voltage of two secondary winding of transformer is varies by positioning the magnetic core through externally applied force, and its application is measurement in the measurement of pressure, force, displacement, and position. So one of the most popular transducer of inductive is application of inductive transducer is LVDT. LVDT, that means linear variable differential transformer, is based on the differential transformer is used for the measurement of displacement. That means when their core is moving, they indicate the change in the core and they convert it into equivalent electrical AC voltage. Okay. Now next one is the eddy current gauge. That means inductance of coil is varied by the proximity of eddy current plate. That means is used for the application of thickness or displacement, because you know the eddy current in the AC circuit depends on the thickness of the core. Next one is a magnetostriction was. So that means magnetic property are varied by the pressure and strain, and its application is in the measurement of force, pressure, and sound. Okay. So in the next class, I will explain